New York.
Hey, we gotta stop it right there. What's up, baby? It's your boy Lord Charles. He is I and I am him. I'm here to talk with you, baby. We're gonna get into a lot of things, but I'm dropping gems. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to drop gems for you. So we're gonna talk about everything that's going on in media, everything that's going on in sports, which is kind of slow right now, which is a good time for me to get into it. But welcome to my show. And if you want to be a part of the royalties, all you gotta do is like, click, and subscribe. That's all you gotta do to be a royalty is like, share, and subscribe. Like, click, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Do what you gotta do. All right. You feel like a king, you feel like a queen, come join the royalties, baby. That's all you got to do. Subscribe, be a royalty. All right? And anyway, like I said, I'm over here speaking my language. I'm going to say what I say. I'm going to do what I do. You already know. And if you know me, this is me. I'm giving you all of me, people. So we here. We're going to make things happen. First things first, happy birthday to one of my favorite boxing kings of all time, Iron Mike Tyson. And I know some people got, a couple qualms with his resume and things of that nature. But hey, that's up to you. I feel like Mike was one of the best fighters I've ever seen growing up. Personally, being from Brooklyn, I got family from Brownsville. So him coming from there, knowing that environment, and him to have the uh, the climb up to being the champion that he was so quickly and so young and so strong, and the impact that he had was just amazing. So shout out to Mike, man. We love you, baby. Still alive. You still hanging in there strong. And through all the things you've been through, man, just seeing your life through our eyes and being televised, pretty much since you've been a teenager, man. Salute to you, brother. Happy birthday. All right. To Iron Mike Tyson from Bville. Make some noise for him. Yeah. All right. Next thing we're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about the fact that I just came back from Montego Bay. All right. I like to travel. So if you like to travel, you're here to talk with me, baby. I got places I've been, so I can talk to you about them. And one of my favorite places right now on the list and latest places is Jamaica, baby. Y'all mind. They treated me with a lot of love out there. I had a lot of fun. I was there for 5 days. I stayed at a resort. It's called Breathless. They call it Breathless Mind. And the staff there was amazing. Everything was aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. They had fashion shows during the nighttime. They always had food around. It was all inclusive. But I do recommend that you get off the resort and dig in, get into the culture, vibe with the people, because that's what made it the most special. Getting out and seeing and meeting a lot of people from the yard, as they say, and they accepted me, man, and I really appreciate it. I had a lot of memories, made a lot of contacts with people out there. And what I didn't know personally is that they have a hard time coming to the mainland, man. They have a hard time getting the visa. So when you talk to them, man, you ask them if they ever been to the States, unless they got like cousins or somebody that's real close to them. It's hard for them to get a visa, man. So especially now. So salute to them though, as family. There's no other way to put it. They treated me like family. So I'm gonna say they are family. So as far as my experience goes, I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna rate it, experience from 1 to 5. When it comes to the people, it's obviously a 5. I'll give it a 5 for the people in Jamaica. Amazing. The food, I'm gonna give the food a 4.5. I'm gonna tell you why a point off, and because I was at a resort the most of the time, and they did have some native dishes there. We did go to a Jamaican restaurant, and that was amazing as well. But I'm from Brooklyn, so I had Jamaican food all my life, so it's hard to get me at a 5 right away. But the food was good. The landscape, I'm gonna say 4.5. The water is beautiful out there. It's so calm. The landscape of the mountains in the background is amazing. Um, like I said, the water out there is very calm, so they don't have a lot of any like predatory style fish out there. So it's like all tropical fish, a lot of coral reef, and that's what prevents them having like sharks and stuff like that. I mean, they have nerf sharks, but other than that, barracuda is probably the most I'd say the strongest fish that they have out there, fast and most dangerous. The nightlife. Once again, I was at a resort, but it was still cool. The only thing I had a problem with was they was playing the same music, Same music. Everywhere we went, it's like I don't know if they had a playlist, and I know they were trying to appease a lot of people, but the music, man, I was, we did have a live band that made my night, man. That was the first night we was there. A guy performed all Bob Marley hits, and he sounds so authentic. The band was amazing. The background singers, it gave that vibe. So amazing. But I'm gonna give that the nightlife of 4. So overall, I'm gonna highly recommend that you definitely go to Montego Bay and have a nice time, man. Treat the people with love, they treat you with love right back. You know what I mean? That's the recipe, in my opinion. All right. So I'm gonna put you on to something, man. I also, like to watch films and movie, TV series, and things of that nature. And most recently, I'm gonna have to tell you the most incredible movie or film I've seen is probably Predators. Um, it's amazing. If you like anime, if you like animation, and if you're definitely a Predator fan, I think you will love this. It's 3 parts to it. They bring all the stories together. I don't want to say too much to spoil it for you, but you'll see why I recommend it. Especially there's a samurai, there's a like a Viking warrior, female, and then there's a a regular cat, man. He's like a just off the streets, but he know what he's doing, and they all come together, man. It's Just check it out though. Definitely recommend that. Now I like to do old school reviews too. So something I want to give you, drop another gem on you. I'm gonna drop a gem on you. An old school movie that I love that always brings me back nostalgia is Tango and Cash. One of my favorite movies of all time. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's comedic, it's got action, it's got witty comedy as well. It's got a lot of quotables. And for that time and when it came out, it just it hit. It's a cult classic. Wasn't necessarily a major blockbuster hit like the major films, but you put Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone together, and they bounced off each other like they had been friends for a long time. I don't know, the chemistry on that film was amazing. And I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't seen it in a while, go check it out. If you've never seen it before, please put that on your list as one of the old school joints you need to go check out. All right, dropping gems on you, dropping gems on you. Another gem, healthy gem, and unhealthy, because I like to drink. So if you are somebody who like to taste spirits, this is another place for you to be, because I'm gonna recommend a drink for you to drink, healthy and somewhat unhealthy. Okay, the first healthy drink I'm gonna go with is if you are trying to lose weight and you want to supplement breakfast, something to drink that's going to give you, first of all, it's going to give you a shot of energy. First and foremost, going to wake up all your senses, and it's extremely healthy for your system and something that you should be drinking first thing in the morning in the first place. And it actually helped me to lose a lot of weight and other people. And I used to make it a lot of times for people fresh. They would just bring me the ingredients. I would make it for them, and you only need like a sip of this every morning until you're done, and then you make a new batch. Okay, but there's no real name for it. But like a handful of ginger, chop that up with like 2 fingers of turmeric, 2 or 3 fingers of turmeric, a whole lemon, take the peel off, a whole orange, take the peel off, add some honey, maybe a teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of cayenne, as long as you're not allergic to it. A couple of garlic cloves. Blend that together, all right? Then add some coconut water and then strain it through some cheesecloth. If you don't have cheesecloth, pour it through a colander. Pour it through a colander, put that in the jar, seal it up, put it in the refrigerator, take a sip of that every morning. And I promise you, it will yield off some hunger for you too, so you don't feel like you have to eat something right away. If you want to lose weight, that's a great way to lose weight. Also to have energy right away in the morning and cleanse your body. So be healthy. All right. My unhealthy, but still healthy to me, I got a unhealthy drink for you. If you're a bourbon drinker like myself, I love bourbon. If you like bourbon, get you 2 ounces of bourbon. Make you your own ginger syrup. I like to make my own ginger syrup. But if you don't, you can buy ginger syrup at one of your local grocery stores, something like that. but mix in like 3/4 ounce of ginger syrup, 2 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 ounces of lemon juice, a half ounce of honey syrup, right? And 2 dashes of bitters. Shake that up. Shake that shit up. All right. Get you a big ice cube, pour it over that, and thank me later. I know that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna thank me later. If you're a bourbon drinker, you're gonna thank me later. Now, I said 2 ounces of bourbon, but if you get it in, balance it out accordingly. I mean, you don't have to use my measurements like how I do it, but it's just a reference and a preference. And when you go out, order it. See if your bartender can make it. Because I'm a mixologist. I know I got you. If I got the ingredients, I can make it for you. Trust me. All right. Another gem I'm gonna drop for you. I love animals. Love animals. And I just found out something just crazy and odd to me that I wanted to share with other people as well. I didn't know that pigs, excuse me, I didn't know how pigs became hogs. In my mind, I just thought they were related. I thought they were like, cousins. They weren't necessarily the exact same thing. But that's totally not true. And the process of that? Very quick. It happens in 6 weeks, people. 6 weeks. So if you release a pig into the wild, say he gets out of the cage or whatever, he doesn't work at the farm no more, He gets up out of there like spider, what's Charlotte's Web? Get him up out of there. He got to go. His fat ass got to go. So he gets up out of there, right? And say the pig has to go through the wilderness. Over 6 weeks process, a 6 week process, the pig starts to develop a harsher hide to deal with weather. It gets darker fur. It starts to grow tusk. It starts to now become a hunter, more defensive, less, more offensive actually, less defensive, more offensive, like looking for things, scrummaging through and scrounging through roots and stuff like that. Only 6 weeks. It only takes 6 weeks from a pig that's in a farm to become a wild hog. Crazy. I dropped a gem on you, baby. I'm telling you, it's something you can tell somebody else while y'all just, relaxing or you just watching with me. And then, all y'all figure out to, then tell somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to come to me. Yeah, tell them to come to me. Come subscribe to me. I got more of these. This is what I'm going to do for you the whole time. All right. Also, another little quick gem. This is a small piece. You know what I'm saying? Just a little chip. Did you know how the saying cat out of bag came about? So apparently they used to sell pigs, back to pigs. They used to sell pigs in pouches and bags, tie them up and sell them to people. Now, of course, there's always been scammers. So what did the scammers do? They put cats in bags. So people will buy the cats in the bags, go home, figure out they don't have pigs to eat for, for dinner that night. They have a cat. Now, if you were smart enough to open that bag once you made that purchase and the cat was revealed and you was no longer being scammed and you let everybody know that this person was scamming everybody, they called it let the cat out the bag. I know, man. I know. It's trivial, but I don't know. It sparks interest in me. That's just crazy how things come about. All right, so we're gonna go to entertainment time. We're gonna talk about a little sports, what's going on in media, whatever like that. Luckily, there's not a lot to talk about in sports, but I do want to congratulate all, and that's all of the draftees of the draft class, all the guys that got drafted this year. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. All of you that didn't get drafted, hold your head up. Either go back to school or hit the gym, get in the G League, do what you gotta do, man, because it's not over for you, man. If you're still young and still got hunger in you, go out there and run. Make sure your wind is up so you can outrun these guys, play defense, and develop, man. It's still possible because I'm telling you right now, all the guys that got drafted that I just congratulated, they're not all gonna pan out. It's just how it goes, and it's not no shade at anybody. It's just how it goes. Point blank, period. They just can't. Everybody can't succeed. Everybody, all the guys that got drafted in the top, whatever. Look how many guys got drafted number one and became bust. Think about it. Look how many guys who got drafted late and became champions. So, I mean, champions like really part of a championship team, not just on the team, like really added value to the team. So I just want to bring that to light. So either way, hopes up that you got drafted. Like the young man, they keep talking about Ace Bailey. Maybe he didn't want to go to Utah, but listen, brother, you're in the league. Take advantage. You know, a lot of people want to be in your shoes. A lot of people want to be drafted that high because that comes with certain guarantees, of course. And if you do what you gotta do, man, just make the best of it. You're gonna be somewhere else. I mean, if you didn't want to be there, you probably will want to be there after you realize I have less distraction. All I gotta do is focus on ball. You never know. A lot of people went places they didn't think they would like, and you know, and at this point, the way the market is in the sport, if you make Utah pop, man, that's that's even more money for you. You're gonna own this. You're gonna own land out there beyond belief. You can look over cliffs. You know what I mean? Have your own farm and stuff. They'll section off a whole, you know, whatever you call it out there for you. So, just go out there and ball, man. Go out there and ball. Let the chips fly where they may. You might get traded. You never know. But at least put your best foot forward, especially while you're young and healthy, and go get that money, man. That's first and foremost. There's too much money out here to pout just to play basketball. I wish. Trust me, I have hoop dreams. You see my man behind me. You see these dudes. I went to Carolina, so I came from that blue blood, that real pedigree. You know what I mean, of basketball loving fans, and also played for them a little bit. You know, I played JV at Carolina, so that was just a great experience being in the Dean Dome. But that's just to let you know how much I love basketball and where my love comes from. All right. Second to that, we got to mention some boxing. So look, a couple of fights that stand out to me from last weekend. The Tevin Farmar Schofield fight. Very good fight. If you didn't see it, you blinked because that's how fast it was. It was a first rounder, 3 knockdowns, TKO, get him up out of there. The young man beat Tevin Farmar. Apparently, they had a lot of history together. They were friends. They knew each other. Family very familiar with each other. But in the sport of boxing, you gotta do what you gotta do when somebody's standing in front of you. And the fact that that young man stood in front of Tevin Farmar with the background that Tevin Farmar has and the pedigree and the resume shows a lot because he was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson. And apparently some things happened, unfortunately, where he had to step out of the fight, step back from the fight. But, you know, he redeemed himself for sure. In this fight, for sure. He really redeemed himself. He put himself back in the light of being able to box with the likes of the top tier guys at 135. So I'm looking forward to what he's got coming. You know, as long if he stays that strong and he's only what 22, I believe, 23, and he's that strong now. He's only gonna get stronger as he gets older. So that grown man strength gonna settle in. So I'm looking forward to see what his future holds. You know, I don't jump on people. I'm not a fan of anybody because you're a fan of somebody, then you gotta like people that are a fan of people are fanatic about people. I'm not a fanatic of people. I have people I have love for that I admire. I like their careers, what they do in the sport, because if you become a fan of them, you don't know what people do on the outside of the world and other things. And when they involved in that, then you no longer want to deal with them at all. I'm not that type of person. You don't know what these people do at home, what they got going on. So I'm not gonna be fanatic about any person. I might be a fan of a team, but fanatic about anybody, you just don't know what else they got going on in life for me to just be on them, excuse me, pause or just like them so much that, I won't believe anything you tell me about them. Absolutely not. I'm not with that. Next was the Jake Paul and Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Um, I don't know what to say really. I mean, Chavez did what he could, I guess, or did he just show up for a check? The way I see it, he really didn't punch to show anything that could any way possible give you a feeling that Jake was in any danger of being hurt or so it's hard to gauge. But I will give kudos to Jake Paul. So everybody was talking shit about Jake Paul, right? Listen, at least he doing what he's taking his own path, and I love boxing. I actually box to at a rink close to here, boxing gym. And seen a lot of boxers come in and out. I know a couple of boxers, and you know, Jake's now on the scene. He's considered to be ranked now. So if he's ranked, you gotta take him seriously, as opposed to just taking him as just putting on a show. I mean, he has put on shows. We know this. We know his resume is a little funny, but at least he's doing it his way, and he's getting ranked. So you gotta realize that everything is still entertainment. As long as he's entertaining and putting asses in seats and people buying tickets, people they're gonna follow his lead. So shout out to Jake Paul, man. You finally here. I hope you get that title fight, whoever you want, and well, you can test your skills, man, and keep inspiring people. Because you're inspiring somebody for sure. Absolutely. What's coming up though is the Berlanga versus Shiraz fight, which I am interested in because I think it's gonna be action-packed fight. Honestly, I think they're gonna be a lot of punches thrown, hard punches thrown, and somebody's gonna have to swim without getting wet and do some pairing and come out with a clean shot. I don't think it's gonna last 12 rounds at all. After that, you got my man Shakur Stevenson. He's fighting Zapata, and that should be a good fight, man. We know he's had a problem with his hands, but that's never stopped him from winning fights. So you can't use that against him. You can't say he's not he doesn't have the heart of a champion. He does go out there and show and prove with whatever he has in his arsenal. So if his hands hurt without you knowing and you feel like he's running, at least he did what he had to. He still threw punches, through pain, and a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that. So respect that. And Williams Zapata, he's a promising fighter to show that he's going to be full of action as well. We want to see what Shakur does. He actually has great defense. That's what he's known for, as opposed to power. He's known to swim without getting wet and throw punches that appropriately. He can knock you out, obviously, but he also outboxes you, outclasses you, and he comes from the likes of guys of Floyd Mayweather and people like that who who uses their defense and legs and movement to also apply the right pressure to win fights. So it is what it is. I'm excited to see that though. That's on July 12th. So check that out if you get a chance, man. So man, look, this show ain't gonna be too long, man. I just want to tap in with you just a little bit, because I don't want to overwhelm you. But like I said, once again, like, share, subscribe, be a part of the Lord Charles Show. If you want to be a royalty, all you gotta do is subscribe, baby. All you gotta do is subscribe. All right. So after this, look, man, we got more stuff coming. I got more movies and series to recommend to you. I watch those. I'm a fanatic. I'm telling you, I'm a fanatic of film, media, all things under the above, because I've done stand-up comedy. I'm an actor. I write. I do a lot of things. So that's why I want to be on here talking to you. And when you got comments, hey, hit me up, man. I'm Lord Charles on all platforms. LAWD Charles. So Lord Charles on YouTube. Lord Charles on IG. Lord Charles on, I guess, X. I'm not, or Twitter, whatever. I'm not really on there that much, but Instagram for sure. Send me questions. Subscribe on there as well. I'll be putting up cuts, getting better. So just grow with me on the show, man. So trust me, it's gonna get better. I'm gonna add some things in. I have a lot of guests coming up. A lot of guests already. They was like, what you waiting on? Yo, Lord Charles, what you waiting on? So at this point, I ain't waiting on nothing. My show is about to be up. We in here. We in the building. I'm doing this to prove to the people that I said I was going to start this. It's here now. Okay? And so those of you who already promised to give me an interview, I'm on your ass. Point blank, period. So, once again, thank you for your time. I'll see you soon. Later. One love.